And welcome back to another edition of the St. Mary of the Woods College Sprint Football Show featuring head coach Blaine Powell. Our Pomeroys off a 41-19 victory over Midway on Saturday, Coach. It was a fun day out at J. Barrett Field on Saturday.
Yeah,
Beautiful day for football.
It was a great day. We had a great crowd, and it was good to get things kicked off like that.
Who really impressed you after watching the film offensively?
Offensively, I mean, I think Marcus had a really good day. JT was a little up and down, but for the most part, he got the job done. Really all of our receivers did a good job. Whoever's in there, Clayjon Cash for his first game came out and had that big play and did some really good things. And we had, Lane Sluter had a good day at left tackle. He's usually our center, and we had to move him over to left tackle for that game. And Dalton Wilkinson getting his first career start at center, handled things really well. It really gave us a good idea where we need to go with our offense and what if there's any changes we need to make. So it was all in all, it was a very productive game.
Special teams was a highlight in the form of the kickoff return for a touchdown that really got things going for you guys. In the later on toward the end of the first half.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to see because we've really put a lot of emphasis on our special teams. And if we get a guy like Marcus loose, I mean, there's not very many guys, not very many people in our league that's going to catch him. So we did a really good job. But really, all in all, I mean, other than that punt return, which was just that was an incredible effort by their player.
Yep.
I think we had 10 missed tackles on that play, which you're not proud of. But this time of year, you kind of get caught up in that every once in a while because you don't really we don't really tackle to the ground much in practice this time of year. But all in all, our special teams played really well. I mean, Holtman averaged over 40 yards a punt. Connor and Tyler both kicked well. We had good kick coverage. And AP averaged over 10 yards per punt return. So, all in all, we had a good day on special teams for sure.
Talk about the defensive effort in the second half. The only points that you allowed it was the offense that allowed it on the safety. So it's really a defensive shutout.
Yeah.
Allowed 28 unanswered points.
Yeah, and our defense all day played lights out. I mean, they were swarming to the ball. I mean, I'd like to see us tackle a little better in some cases, but defensive line, linebackers, DBs, everybody played well. We had one blown coverage, which is just our corner kind of took a chance. Thought they were going to throw the out and kind of got burnt there. That's something that we got to take care of. We got to whatever the coverage is called, they got to run the coverage. I mean, you can't really take chances when we already have that route covered. There's no need to even take that chance. So, but all in all, I mean, just from top to bottom, very proud of our defense, and our defense has been like that, from day one, really. I mean, they hit the ground running because of all the guys we have coming back, and we kind of springboard from the spring practice season, and did a really good job though. Really proud of our coaching staff and players.
Now, we talked last week about coming into the Midway game. They had the new coaching staff. Did they do anything that really surprised you during that game?
Not really. I guess early on, they kind of played us in a 4-4 instead of two high safeties, but they adjusted pretty quick, and we struggled running the ball. So until we can prove that we can run the ball, we're going to see a lot of kind of umbrella coverage type stuff, and we got to be able to run. We got to be able to run the ball against a light box. When they put 5 or 6 guys in the box, we got to be able to run the ball, or we're going to continue to have to throw it a lot. And we want to be, I guess, balance isn't something that we really worry about. We just want to get the ball to our playmakers. But we have 4 running backs that are playmakers, and we can't get them the ball if we can't block for them. So we got to get better up front.
We mentioned earlier that we're out at West Vigo High School, J. Barrett Field. I thought the field was in great shape. It took some water on Friday, and there was a high school game Friday night, but it really looked beautiful. Vigo
Yeah.
County Schools doing a nice
Yeah,
job.
they are. It was it's a great place to play, and it was in great condition, and I think it's a fan-friendly place. I mean, easy to get around and everything. So it was good to see all the tailgaters out there early, and I feel like that's that's what we want. We want it to be a fun atmosphere and be kind of loose with it, and just have some fun out there.
I need to get your DJ's playlist. That's pretty good music
yeah,
too.
heck yeah. We've had that for a long time. Yeah, it's a good list.
It was a lot of fun on Saturday. When we come back after these words from our sponsor, Quality Roofing Indiana, we'll talk about the next opponent for the Pomeroys, the Quincy Hawks. And welcome back to the St. Mary of the Woods Sprint Football Coaches Show with Blaine Powell. My name's Ace Hunt, alongside the coach, Coach Powell. And Coach, now the Pomeroys, you got to win at home. Now it's time to hit the road to Quincy on Saturday.
Yeah, Quincy, Illinois. We haven't been there yet. We've played them 3 times in the first 2 years, all of them at home. Kind of excited to go there. I mean, they have a kind of a historic stadium, and it's a really nice place to play, and our guys are looking forward to it, and so are we. But they're just so solid. From offense, defense, special teams. They're well coached. Coach McLaughlin, Connor McLaughlin, he's done a great job with them these first 3 years, and we're going to face always a tough defense. And then, offensively, they have, playmakers outside, and probably one of the top running backs in the league in C.J. Jackson, I think he was there last year for sure. And, he's going to be a tough one to stop.
Is there any special dynamic to play a school like Quincy that also plays Division II football? Is there any difference in playing them?
Not really. They're pretty well, separated. They basically, practice when the D2 team isn't practicing, and so really there's nothing. They don't run. They run their own schemes. They run their own everything. So I mean, they're apart from everything there.
I got you. Now they were on the road at Bellarmine last week. Got behind early. And it looks like they were really close to making a full comeback. Lost 27-21 to the Knights.
Yeah, they did. They got behind early, and but they what you could see was you kind of see how well they're coached is they didn't really let that bother them. They continued to execute their game plan, and they're predominantly a run first team. They did have to throw it a little bit more because they were behind early, but they're just a good team. I mean, we have to be prepared and go in there, and they're still running kind of the same things they have in the past. So, we're able to look back and see what they've done in the past and everything. But we just have to be ready to play well. That's for sure.
And it's kind of old school. Get on the bus and go play for the Pomeroys, right?
Yeah, we'll get on the bus in the morning about 9, and try to get there 1 or a little bit after, do our way in, and we get kicked off at 4 o'clock. So, and then we'll board the bus and head her straight back.
That's like old school Sullivan High School, Linton High School.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I know it's early in the week. Do you have 2 or 3 things that St. Mary of the Woods College needs to do well on Saturday to be successful again?
I mean, defensively, we have to tackle well. I mean, I know we'll have people to the point of attack. We'll have people where they need to be, but we just got to make plays defensively. Offensively, we need to establish a run game and kind of, we got to be able to run the ball. I mean, we're not going to win a championship in this league without being able to run the ball. And it's not easy in this league because of the fronts that you face and everything. But we have the kids to do it. We just gotta keep working on it and chipping away at it. And then I think special teams is always big on the road. There's we got to be able to flip field position when we can. We have to be able to tackle well in space, on kickoffs and punts and things like that. But really solid special teams every week is going to be so important in this league.
That's St. Mary of the Woods at Quincy this Saturday. Follow the action on stmaryofthewoodsathletics.com as well as the St. Mary of the Woods Athletics app. Coach Powell, good luck to you this week. Boy, it sure was fun the week one to get back in the saddle.
Yes, it was, man. Saddle up.
Saddle up. I love it. For Coach Powell, my name's Ace Hunt. You've been watching the St. Mary of the Woods College Sprint Football Coaches Show with Blaine Powell, presented by Quality Roofing of Indiana.